Netflix has announced they're doing a live-action series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course, as much as we'd like to forget, this isn't the first adaptation we've had. Only, that one made a lot of mistakes. Bad ones. The showrunners have already said they're focused on casting culturally appropriate, non-whitewashed actors in the roles. That's one problem fixed.
Oh, I feel woozy.
Here are some other things we're hoping this new adaptation improves over the previous Last Airbender.
Why are you acting this way?
Number 1, making the bending bend. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, single characters could raise oceans, burn villages, move entire mountains. Here, they needed like 7 guys to carry a pebble. It's going to take a pretty sizable budget to get the special effects where they need to be to match feats like this. But any Avatar show would be incomplete without it. Number 2, fix name pronunciation.
What is it, Aang? Sokka.
My name is Iro.
The names were right the first time.
An airbender named Aang.
Don't change things that already make perfect sense.
You think you're so smart with your fancy little words? This is not so hard.
Number 3, give Katara her due. First played by Mae Whitman, Katara was the voice of strength and hope. A young woman who overcame systematic sexism, found a cause she believed in, and grew in her abilities as she helped save the world. It was she who inspired the Earthbender prisoners to rise up against the Fire Nation in Season 1. But guess who got the credit for that in the other thing?
My name is Aang. And I'm the Avatar.
Katara is more than Aang's love interest. Let's make sure she isn't treated like one. Number 4, make Sokka funny again. A lovable clown whose strength and sincerity were matched only by his amazing sense of humor.
I know you think everything's going to work out, but I don't.
Where did he go? One of the movie's biggest mistakes was thinking they needed to make Sokka this stoic jerk, and it's unclear why.
So, are you the Avatar, Aang?
Was it so he'd be in conflict with Aang? That's not needed. On the show, they fought anyway. Or was it because they feared Sokka would have to be this dumb comic relief? Which is simply not true. You can be both silly and serious. There's goodness to be found in balance. Number 5, establish Aang and Zuko's bond. One thing the series did amazingly well was draw the parallels between Aang and his arch nemesis, Zuko, paving the way for the Fire Lord's son to eventually join Aang and his friends. There's a reason why The Storm tops every best episode list out there. These characters have a powerful bond. Here, they look like they wouldn't even sit next to each other on an overcrowded bus, let alone come to a reluctant understanding about their mutual moral ambiguity. It simplified a complex problem and made Zuko's eventual choice to help Aang come out of nowhere. And can we please make Iroh a nice old man again? We all know that he won't be as good as Mako. We're willing to accept that. Just please anything but this. This is more like it.
Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you.
Number 6, improve Princess Yue's story. The Last Airbender movie adapted the full first season into a 2-hour movie, and Princess Yue was definitely given the shortest straw. Originally shown as a sweet but clever foil for Sokka, in the film, she was turned into a submissive doily for our stoic jerk-face to, quote, moon over. Then she turned into the moon, which happens on the show too. This series has a chance to not only show Yue and Sokka's story in full, but also expand on it, because there's more to tell. The Netflix show doesn't need to be a one-to-one replica of what we got before. Avatar is great on its own. This should be something new.